Did you expect any sort of drop-off after you lost all those talented guys in the NFL?
Absolutely not. I mean, I think we had guys that came up behind those guys that went on to play in the NFL, and those guys passed on their knowledge to the young guys that were coming up behind them. So I felt comfortable. Literally, I was 100% comfortable going into the year. I had no worries, thinking that we were going in, gonna do what we do. We was 11-2 for 3 years in a row. So why would I expect anything different? My senior year. Especially, knowing, it's my senior year. A lot of guys that I came up with, this is our last year to go out here and put on the show for our family, our friends, and for the fans. So we had no doubt in our mind that we would, be a contending team for the SEC championship that year, but things didn't work out the way we expected. So, I think we ended up 7-6. By the end of that year with the bowl game. So things just didn't go the route we intended it to go, as well as, similar to the years previously.
For sure. Well, one game I do definitely want to highlight, I already mentioned a little bit earlier, is the 2014 South Carolina Georgia game. You already mentioned the game that was delayed an hour and a half by lightning. And I mean, honestly, it turned out to be one of my favorite South Carolina games ever. I was in the building. It's a game I always love going back on YouTube and watching, because it was honestly a great football game, back and forth, both teams scoring,
was.
A lot of drama. One of your best games in Garnet and Black, 5 catches, 67 yards, had a touchdown where you go over the top, catch the touchdown in the back of the end zone. Thought it was a great play, but just talk about that game in general. I mean, again, I know it had to feel really, really good after 2013. You guys went to Athens and just missed out on beating them. I'm sure it had to feel good as a senior, being able to get that win over Georgia, in Williams-Brice, and, have a touchdown in the process.
Oh, yeah. Going back to that game, like I mentioned, that was the game that we had the lightning delays. And, they kept saying, oh, we got another 20 minutes. Then that 20 minutes come by, and they say we have another. So, I mean, a lot of guys were laying around. I mean, I think I took like a quick 15-minute nap before that game, just because it was so many lightning delays, and our emotions was getting so high, getting ready for the game to start, and then the time to get extended again. So it was a lot of up and down before the game. Then we finally got out there. The weather was sunny. It was nice. It was a little wet, but everything was just how we wanted it. And we came out there and played well. I mean, like I said, I caught a touchdown in the end zone over the top of a defender, which happened to be my buddy Marlo Herrera from Georgia. And I got a chance to train with him coming out for the draft that year. And it was funny because, I would always mess with him and pick on him about that catch. I mean, even knowing, if you look at my IG now, I probably got a picture of me going over the top of him. He probably somewhere down in the comments saying something crazy. But, that game was a special game for me. Beating Georgia at home my senior year. I mean, I couldn't ask to go down any other way. I mean, I had a great game. I felt good about what I did. And I think that was I used that as momentum to finish out the rest of my career there in South Carolina. So.
Yeah, I was going to say, Marlo Herrera, I remembered specifically the guy you went over. I was like, he was a pretty good player in his own right. So really, really good
great
play.
player.
Definitely makes it even better that you guys are friends, because I know you probably give him a ton of shit about that every time you see him.
Oh yeah, man. I think somebody may have printed that picture off and had us sign it, if I'm not mistaken. just to mess with us, but we sit back and talk about that, when we catch up. I mean, I spoke to him maybe a few weeks ago, just trying to catch up with him, see what he had going on and stuff like that. But I'm always look back at that as a memory. One of these days I'm gonna either get a blow up of that or get a picture painted of that and have it up in my home one day.